We're back, dolls. I'm so excited to be back. We're jumping straight into my updated hair routine. It has been a while. But anyway, I pre-pooed with the Mielle Organics Rosemary Mint Oil and the Gold Series Detangling Milk. I let that sit overnight. And now I'm taking out my braids. And I'm going to go in with the Olaplex number 3. It does need to be used on towel dried hair, not clean hair, but towel dried hair. So I'm just gonna wet my hair, dry it off a little, like blot it, and then apply the Olaplex. And as y'all can see, your girl got heat damage, which is why I'm using the Olaplex number 3. It's meant to strengthen and repair damaged hair. So I'm gonna be using this as my pre-poo treatment in my routine going forward as I transition from heat damage. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, having the heat damage has actually made it easier to do my hair. Like, detangling doesn't take forever. It's just been easier, but we'll get into the pros and cons in another video. It says you could leave it for 10 minutes or longer if desired, so I'm leaving it in for longer. This is about 6 hours later because Camille just took over my whole day and I left this in for pretty much all day. It's like 10 o'clock at night right now and I actually put this in this morning. So now I'm just gonna rinse it out and go in with my shampoo. I'm using the Moisture Boost shampoo from Gold Series. I love the Gold Series line. I've been using it, I wanna say 2 years, if not even more. And I'm washing my hair in sections. I'm going in section by section. Honestly, I don't feel like it's super necessary for me to do this with how kind of straight my hair is. I hate to say it out loud, but I will say I'm getting into the habit. I'm getting back into the habit of washing in sections because I'm on the road to transitioning back to my curls. So there's certain things that I'm just gonna have to get used to doing again. And some of those things are pre-poo treatments and washing in sections. And I'm going with my deep conditioner. I'm using the Matrix Miracle Creator. This is a 60-second mask, so perfect. Like I said, it's late at night. I'm gonna put this in, let it sit for 60 seconds. I'm gonna detangle my hair, which has been a breeze. Oh my God, it's so easy detangling my hair like this, but yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this out. And I noticed that I usually have a lot of shedding, and I noticed that after using the Olaplex, I barely had any shedding today. Like, this is nothing compared to how much my hair normally sheds. So I'm definitely, you know, the girls might be onto something with the Olaplex. It took me a while, but y'all, I see y'all got some here. And after I rinse that out, I am done. I'm getting out the shower and I'm going straight in with my Redken leave-in. It's a moisture restoring leave-in with hyaluronic acid. I believe it's supposed to be somewhat of a heat protectant as well, but I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to double up with the Living Proof Restore spray, which is also a detangling spray and heat protectant. I'm doubling up on heat protectant because I am going to blow dry my hair because I'm braiding it to go under a wig. And I'm using my blow dryer on the lowest setting as far as speed and the lowest setting as far as heat. I'm blowing my hair here, and you see it's not even blowing my hair off of my shoulder. That's how low the setting is, just to dry my hair quicker so I can go ahead and braid it. I'm way overdue for a trim. I'm already planning where I'm gonna cut, but we'll get into that next week. I'm doing 6 braids. I like to do 3 on one side and stop at the nape of my neck. And then once I'm done with the 3rd braid, I braid all 3 of them together. And when the braids are done, we're ready to get into this wig. So I'm going in with my Got To Be spray for my edges. And then I'm gonna slap my wig cap on. And I'm not doing the bald cap method. I'm just using the wig cap pretty much to protect my hair underneath because I hate when the combs and the laces rubbing on my hair. I just feel like it causes friction and I don't like it. I already put some foundation on the inside of my wig cap and I'm just fitting it to make sure it feels good. And I am not mad at this hairline. Look at this hairline. I'm not mad at that at all. I am going to go in with a little bit of my Mizani oil. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but when I tinted my cap, some of that spray did get onto the roots of the hair. Like it kind of bled onto the roots. So it gave it this gray cast almost. So I'm just taking a little bit of oil. You can use any oil. I'm just using some oil to remove some of the lace spray from the roots. I use the Ebin lace spray, by the way, in light warm brown or warm light brown, one of those. No, I'm lying. Wait, stop. Okay, so I didn't use the Ebin. I actually used some of my Revlon foundation, but we'll talk about why the second time I installed this wig, I went in with my Ebin spray. But continue, we'll get to that later on. So now I just take the got2b spray and I'm spraying it directly onto the lace, entire hairline, wiping off the excess because the got2b spray can make it a little crusty and I don't want any flakes or any hard gel cast. It's a natural looking wig, so I want everything to look and feel light and fluffy. I'm gonna tie it back because I'm gonna take this, what do you call that? The elastic? Is this an elastic band? It's an elastic band, right? I'm gonna take the elastic band to lay my wig while I style this. And of course, Camille just be in the back, like losing her mind when I tell her that she can't come into the camera. But anyway, this hairline is looking real natural right now. I'm gonna take my little baby hair comb and just comb out the edges because like I said, I don't want it looking crusty and gelled up. No, I want it to look nice and fluffy. And then I'm gonna take my little single blade razor that I usually like to use for my stash and my unibrows, but today I'm gonna use it to cut my lace. I really like the way that this cuts versus a scissor. So I'm gonna go in with that and just cut this lace off and see what we're working with right now. But so far, I'm excited. I think the hairline is looking good. And if you ever get to a point where you feel like you don't have as much control with a single blade like this, I find it so helpful to just lay the blade close to your forehead and pull the lace rather than moving the blade around. It gives you much more control and it just feels better. It doesn't feel as risky cutting with a single blade like that. Also, I feel like my edges come out a little far, so they always poke out a little bit. You're gonna see it here, but I rather that look than you could see before. The lace was just, it was too obvious on my forehead. It was too much lace, so I had to cut a little extra lace, which usually exposes a little bit of my edges, which is not a problem. I'm used to that. That's just the way my hairline is set up. And now we're just gonna part this. I'm gonna part in the middle. And look at that. I feel like it's really giving scalp. And I don't even feel like I've done much. All I did was put a little bit of foundation on the cap. That's it. I didn't pluck, I didn't tweeze, I didn't do anything else to this. And then of course, I'm gonna go in with some of my Nairobi Mousse and my hot comb just to lay it down a little bit. Like I said, I still want this to look as natural as possible. So I'm not trying to get it flat. I just wanted to, lay it a little bit. And I'm going in with mousse on this dry ass hair, and I don't know why. I totally just had a glitch and did not think to wet the hair first. So I finally got up and added some water. Please start with water. Do not add mousse to no dry hair. So I wet it with some water, and now I'm gonna go back in with that mousse just to help define the curls. Not that these curls need much definition. I think the curls look amazing already. I'm just using the Nairobi to give it some hold and some definition so that it doesn't fluff right back up. Because one thing about this wig, and I'm gonna show y'all later, it definitely fluffs up like natural hair. So I'm making sure I add a little bit of product. This is definitely gonna need a little more than water. The hair is thick, so I actually decided to divide it in half and apply mousse to the bottom half and then apply mousse to the top half separately to make sure that all the curls were getting product. Literally like your natural hair. We gotta work in sections, and that's exactly what I'm doing with this wig. And look at the back. It just looks so good. I really love the curls on this. It's given natural. I really like this wig. Now for the moment of truth. Do you see this? I am genuinely 100% shocked at how amazing this hairline is looking. I really melted that lace. I really did. You can't tell me nothing. I definitely melted it. Look at how natural this looks from the part to the hairline. I am so impressed with this. And this unit is from my first wig. I don't even know why I'm surprised, because my first wig always looks so natural and always just suits me, especially as someone who's not a pro at laying wigs. I still feel like I'm somewhat of a beginner. I'm still learning. I'm still, finding out what works for me. And I'm going to take a little bit more mousse and just wet it over, because you can see the the hot comb. It kind of made it look blown out. Look at the hairline. It looks so natural. Now, months ago, I did practice box braiding on this wig, so you can see the grid that I created, but it's okay. But look at this, guys. Now, by this time, I was trying to beat the sun and I had to use my ring light, and I noticed the ring light gave me flashback. But when I looked in the mirror, I'm like, look at how flawless this looks. I don't get it. Which is why I'm not going to use foundation anymore, because foundations do tend to have light reflecting properties, which is what gives you flashback. So I feel like in order for me to avoid the flashback, I would need to either set the foundation with a powder, and I believe that should minimize or totally get rid of the flashback, or use what I mentioned earlier, my Ebin lace spray. I love the fact that not every single curl is perfect. Some of them are ringlets, some of them are waves, some of them look like a braid out, and I feel like when it all comes together, it just looks natural. I am going to show y'all how it looks a few hours later once it's completely dried and fluffed up on its own. So maybe in a future video, we'll style this and play with it a little bit, because I really do love the curls on this. I miss y'all. I love y'all. We will definitely sit down and have a conversation, a much needed conversation. I promise y'all. I did want to come with this video and just show y'all my recent hair routine, give y'all a look into what I'm working with, so we know the journey we're about to be on, because it's definitely going to be a journey. We've done it before. Y'all have followed me on my transitioning from heat damage before. We're about to do it again. Like I said, I love y'all. I miss y'all. I hope you enjoyed this video. But most importantly, I hope y'all learned something. Bye.